My journey through male infertility starts from the year 1972. I have been treating male infertility as part of my genitourinary surgery practice during the past nearly 50 years, and I am aware of the various developments that have occurred during this period. From the year 1972 till the IVF in vitro fertilization was invented in 1978 by Robert Edwards and Stipto at the Cambridge. There is hardly much we could do for the men prior to the invention of IVF. The only thing we could do those days was classical findings of a male infertility identified, but only thing that we could offer them was a routine 7 analysis and then a testicular biopsy. In those cases where there is spermatogenesis with obstructive azoospermia, we developed microsurgical expertise and carried out microsurgical vasoepididymal anastomosis. Beyond that, nothing much could be done for these unfortunate men. It was only during 1978, with the invention of IVF, even some of the men with low count could be helped. But predominantly, IVF was useful mostly for women with endometriosis, tubal blocks, polycystic ovarian disease, and so on, but hardly of any use to the men. From the year 1978 to 1992, till the invention of ICSI, wherein a single sperm was found to be adequate to produce a pregnancy. The Belgian scientists Van Statigen and group came up with the novel idea that it is not necessary to have so many sperms, just like IVF, but similar to IVF, you do the stimulation, ultimately collect a single sperm, either from the ejaculate or, if necessary, from the testis or epididymis. Even when that sperms which are retrieved is sufficient to produce a child. This initiated our interest in the field of male infertility further, and having seen about 25,000 cases of men by then, I was surprised at this enormous development taking place in this field, and we started the center, Madras Andrology and Assisted Reproduction Research Center, called MARC at Chennai. MARC thus happens to be an innovative center started for the treatment of male infertility. From then on, from 1997 till date, MARC has established a reputation as a center of excellence for treatment of males. Of course, we have the expertise of gynecologists, embryologists, endocrinologists, and genetic specialists to assist us. It was in the year 1994 when I visited Sydney IVF. I was surprised at the enormous success taking place with the ICSI, and we came to establish the center at MARC. And during this period, we published articles on freezing of human semen in the Journal of Urology and also other journals. With the result, MARC became the pioneer in the field of male infertility at Chennai. The genitourinary surgeons are essentially to deal with the male infertility also. Male sexual dysfunction and male infertility are in the domain of genitourinary surgeons. But still, not many urologists are interested in this area, and they are interested about prostate, stones, and other problems, strictures, etc. And leaving this field, very important, vibrant field, to be utilized, manipulated, and falsified by several practitioners who are not present, who are not trained in this field. And much of the lay public have taken them for their treatment and spend an enormous amount of money. To quote an example, how can you produce children in a case of obstructive azoospermia where the vas is absent? And which of the medicines can help you? But people who are partially quacks, they claim that every azoospermia can be cured by their drugs. So there is a lot of misinformation which needs to be dispelled by the scientific community. So we continue to do this work, and having tasted success with production of healthy children through ICSI, we are in the process of upgrading our center as a center only for ICSI, as a center exclusively for microsurgery and exclusively for treatment of all problems of men, and more so azoospermia. And our experience is continuing, and we are innovative in devising newer methods and adopting them. Thank you.